It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Watch his running. Switch it here. Switch it here.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Now here's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And the Rams had 10-3 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron finding space at the 40. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Down inside the 10. Touchdown! A 24-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7.
Ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Trying to lay one up deep. This is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Bucs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Hey, 43, 15. You gotta go right here. You gotta play.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Cougar 19.
Throwing here, Howell. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Now Howell. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. The first carry now for Tony Pollard.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 7-7, our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mahomes now to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Bucs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They'll run it again with Henry. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Henry up the middle. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Howell down to throw it.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So the PI decline, and that'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, it's Pollard. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
He's got the first down and more than that. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Yellow!
Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling him back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort turned it into a successful play.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Josh Jacobs. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Buccaneers 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
Hold it ready. 60 bison, 60 bison, 70 rangers, 70 rangers.
First down, Howell to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bass.
He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 58 yards.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. This will go to Henry out wide.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
On second down, here's Henry.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And Howell will throw it. Swinging this out for Pollard. He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
On first down, Howell.
And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first down.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Sam Howell scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Bucs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Yellow.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
Get off the field. Let's keep him down. Let's get this ball
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field, but that one hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle.
Receivers are coached so well, they have to break at least one tackle after the catch. He did that on that play.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And some room to maneuver. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They keep it with Henry on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
19 Tiger.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow the ball carrier.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
Viking 18.
4th down, Howell.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Easy.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. Mahomes now on 1st down.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Now it's Mahomes again. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Buccaneers are going to football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Pushes him over. And some room to work. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bucs stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
42, Rams 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Come on.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Rams on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right.